Hey everyone, Dan Felder here. This video goes out to all the lying, cheeky, sneaky, steely, scroungy rogues that have infested my D&D campaigns for years now. In Wallet Rogues, you play as a finalist in the annual Thieves Guild's competition for the city's most dashing thief. Now, your goal is to get to 10 gold before your opponent does, or else to catch them in a cunning trap. The gameplay's rules are really easy to learn. Each turn, both players secretly select one action card. Then they reveal them at the same time. The actions you can take are either work, theft, or trap. Now, if you choose to work for a living, you gain +2 gold. That's phenomenal, right? Great. But if you choose theft, you get to steal 3 gold from your opponent. That's a 6 gold swing. They lose 3 gold, you gain 3 gold. Thieves Guild is obviously awesome. The thieves' life is fantastic, filled with riches, but also fraught with danger. Because if your opponent plays a trap card, and the same turn you played theft, well, playing a trap might cost 1 gold to, get the components, but it also means that if you catch the thief in action, you instantly win the game. Thieves Guild doesn't look very kindly upon thieves that get caught when they're stealing. So, that's it. That's the whole game. Wallet Rogues is really the essence of great mind games stripped to their bare essentials. Now, the trick with a mind game is that you want the options to have very deep psychology to them, not just be some sort of arbitrary number you're picking. And so the feeling of stealing from your opponent versus the honest satisfaction and safety of working, or the satisfaction of trying to play that trap, instantly win the game, and outsmart your opponent, catching them as they try to steal from you, that feels absolutely phenomenal. And you can really get an idea of whether someone is high risk, high reward, or basically wants to go more honestly, just by their basic psychology in daily life. We found that out in playtests a lot. It's been really fun. The other thing about it is we provide a huge amount of additional content to keep things fresh for a long time, even with such a simple rule set. And one of the ways we do that, besides the fact that, when there's more gold on the table, your opponent knows you probably want to steal from them a bit more to keep them from winning, and things like that to try to outguess them and have things shift as the game goes on with the point totals for the gold on both sides. In addition to that, we provide 10 unique character cards, all with their own abilities that influence the mind game. So for example, Robina Hood can't steal from the poor. She only can steal from the rich. She can't play a theft card if your opponent started the turn with less gold than you. But when she does steal, she gets a few bonuses. Now, on the other hand, you've got characters like Jack Be Nimble, who stealing is much safer for them because they Jack Be Nimble gets to escape the first trap their opponent that they get caught in a given game. So the first time in a game that they play the theft card and their opponent plays the trap card, they escape unharmed. On the other hand, there might be a lot of trap cards to deal with because Trapper Jane, actually, her traps don't cost gold at all. She can play them for free. She doesn't have to pay gold to play traps, so she plays them maybe a lot. Or maybe your opponent just thinks you'll play them a lot because of your ability. You can exploit them in very interesting ways. And so there's just a lot of examples of this. Rudy Workhard gains 3 gold when it works instead of 2. And then there's a character my favorite one called Underdawn, who actually has no special ability, starts with less gold than everybody else does, and just has the text that if you win the game, you should brag really hard. So with all these characters, that's 45 different matchups, and they all play differently against each other. So that's a huge amount of variety, even within the existing mind game, and the fact that mind games always have variety when you play them against different people with different psychologies. Well, that's Wallet Rogues. As simple as it is, I can tell you it's been a massive hit with people we've playtested with. Like, originally, I just mocked it up, tried a quick thing. It turned out to get a huge reception. It's been so much fun. The gameplay takes a minute to play a game. There's always this constant tension of, is he going to steal from me? I'm going to play the trap. Am I going to win this turn? Am I going to win instantly? And can I dare to steal from him? The game can end at a lightning stroke. Because of the power of options like theft and trap, you can always come back from any position if you play well enough and you figured out how your opponent wants to play. And then the satisfaction of stealing victory right from under your opponent's nose, or the thrill of punishing the greedy with a well-placed trap, it's just really fun. At least it is for us. So if this sounds fun to you as well, you might want to check it out. I'll be releasing print and play files eventually. Not till after the Wallet Games contest is done, though. And, all right, well, that's the game. Hope it sounds fun, and I'll see you next time.